All right, our next question. This will be our last question before closing statements. The City of Austin is growing, and so is the City Council. Austinites will elect a council this fall with 10 members, each representing a specific geographic district. As mayor, how would you manage a bigger, geographically diverse City Council? Steve Adler first.
Let me begin by saying that I think the 10-1 system is an absolute gift to this city. You don't get to restart government culture because it gets institutionalized in the city. But we have a gift that cities don't get, a once-in-a-generation opportunity to remake how we do government, to remake how we do things. And I think we need to leverage that with every ounce of strength that we have. I think that we need to embrace that we're going to have new leaders and new communities sitting at the table. We have the opportunity to look at the world differently here. I think we should change the structure of government. We should move to a committee system. It scares me when I see the City Council meeting at 3 o'clock in the morning, considering items, making policy decisions from the dais on resolutions that were filed 3 and 4 days earlier. We need to do work in committees first. We need to make each of the district chair of committees so that they have a citywide responsibility in addition to their district responsibility. It is about making the sum of the whole greater than the parts, and I think it's exciting and I want to be part of it.
And that's time. Todd Phelps.
Once again, I grew up here and I've lived north and south of the river, east and west of 35, north and south of 183. So I understand the different areas of Austin, having grown up here and lived in those different places. And it's an exciting opportunity with the 10-1 system to be able to bring people together. In my business history and my music history, I've had a forte for doing that. And we have an ability to rise above the noise at City Hall of broken government because, you know, with this is sort of my analogy for it. If you take 5 musicians and you just put them in a room and they're all doing their own thing, noodling, and they're not listening to one another, well, it's kind of cacophonous and it just sounds like noise. But if you talk and listen to each one and figure out what their strengths are and bring it together, you can really have beautiful music, and in this case, a beautiful, efficient, transparent form of government for Austin, Texas.
Mike Martinez.
I believe that we have a tremendous opportunity in November in this new form of government. For the first time in our city's history, you're going to have an elected official from each and every corner of our city. Right now, not a single sitting council member lives south of the river, and the farthest north is 45th Street. We need a council that reflects and represents the entire community. I am the only candidate in this race to publicly and only support 10-1 and no other alternative plan. I believed it was way beyond time to move beyond the at-large system. We are the largest city in the country that has an all at-large system. It's time that we had a council that reflects and represents our entire community. I think I bring that experience that's needed to help those council members be as successful as they can be in representing their district. But at the same time, understanding how we got to where we are today, because all is not lost in Austin. It's a wonderful place, and we all love this city that we call home. But it's going to take a mayor that can help those council members understand how to navigate City Hall and know where the light switches are.
And that's time. Randall Stephens.
Well, I believe it's we can do all these things, and we do have tremendous transparency, and we can increase that. We can remove suspicions. We can take loans to corporate campaigns out of the picture. We can make a level playing field. And although I come from the world of free online advertising too, media companies won't like this, but I believe that broadcast media we could lead the world from Austin. Broadcast media, if they were willing, could create a time spot that a candidate's content could go in and be free to the candidate, to the campaign who's registered, and yet sell advertising time around the spot. It's just one idea. We could come up with hundreds of ideas to improve transparency in government, improve the responsibility that elected officials have at every level, because this system is rotten from the top down, but we have to fix it at home. We need to take the money changers out of our temple in this world of American politics and keep the revolution at the ballot box.
Cheryl Cole.
With over 70 potential candidates or more for city council seats, we have truly, with 10-1, ushered in a lot of civic engagement. I think it will be important for the mayor to work with every one of the representatives from that district and focus on the district as well as the issues that impact the entire community. I also think it's important to recognize that we have meetings to 3 o'clock in the morning because there are citizens there who wait to testify before us and tell us their input. And those are the same citizens that serve on boards and commissions and task force that bring ideas and want that to be shared with the council and for the citizens and the council to work in a collaborative manner. And I think it will be important for the mayor to appreciate the process that we use to actually bring items before the council and make decisions, and how that involves much of the community.